Dear students, good morning. Welcome to Symbiosis School for Open and Distance Learning. We'll be starting the session just in a few minutes as the participants are getting involved into this session. Can you please wait for 1 to 2 minutes? We'll start with the session. We start with the session now. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Symbiosis School for Open and Distance Learning. We'll be going through the case study for postgraduate diploma in medico-legal systems. Many students had queries related to how to do this case study, how to prepare this case study. So we are going through the preparation, how to proceed, how to do the case study. There is case study 1 and case study 2 in postgraduate diploma in medico-legal systems. The postgraduate diploma in medico-legal system program is formatted such that the learners will be able to apply the knowledge of medical ethics and legal systems in day-to-day practice. They will get requisite knowledge to respond in terms of medico-legal litigation, medical negligence, and legal and administrative issues. The case study has two components. One is the continuous assessment, that is case study 1, and term end assessment, in that we have case study 2. So very important, the case study has two components. One, that is continuous. In continuous assessment, we have case study 1, and in term end assessment, that is case study 2. Now, the student has to first prepare the case study 1 and submit. Now, we'll proceed to case study 1. Now, how to start the case study work? In case study 1, as a part of continuous assessment, the learners are required to submit a brief, only a single essay of the topic chosen. We'll be showing you the list of topics. The student can choose the topic from the list, or likewise topic they can choose, and they can prepare an essay. The learners are required to write an essay in his or own words. Means no need of copy pasting from the net or anything. It's very necessary that the learner has to write the content in his own words on any medico-legal topic. Very important, the essay should be from any medico-legal topic. Second thing, very important, it should not be a copy-paste, it should be written in his own words. The learner needs to download the essay writing instructions which is given in the learning management system. I think so all are aware and all have got the username and password to assess the learning management system. When you assess the learning management system, there is the case study. When you click on the case study 1, there is the format which is given for writing an essay. The instructions are given how to go for the essay, and it is also mentioned in the learner handbook. So very important, you can go through the learner handbook, and the templates are given in the learning management system. You have to download and prepare the essay for the suggested topics, and essay writing template is given in the learning management system. The case study 1, it consists of the marks are 15 marks. So case study 1 carries 15 marks. Very important, I just summarize the points. It is a continuous assessment, case study 1, marks are 15, second point. Third, it should be the essay on any medico-legal topic. Very important, it should be written in his or her own words. It should not be a copy-paste. And the template is given in the learning management system, which you can download, prepare it, and submit in the learning management system. Now what has to be covered in case study 1? In case study 1, while writing an essay, the learner should cover the below listed points. Very important, introduction of the topic. Now what is introduction? Is the general statement introducing the topic and explaining the reasons to choose the topic. So in introduction, you can write 1 to 2 paragraphs related to a general statement introducing what topic you have selected and why you have selected that topic. You have to write the introduction. Next is the body of the essay. Whatever the topic is, you require to give complete description. And this learner needs to stress upon the discussing the supporting points and the opposing points of the topic. Whatever topic is chosen in the body of the essay, you have to discuss, you have to write description on the points which are supporting the topic and the points which are opposing the points in the topic. The learner should explain his or her opinion in the topic. Very important, whatever the topic is, what is my opinion? If I am the student, what is my opinion related to this topic should be written. So that is about the body of the essay. After writing the body of the essay will come the concluding point. Now in conclusion, learner needs to use a closing sentence, that is suggestions for the future. What are the remarks? What are your suggestions related to this topic? What should be the future plan? Try to show the relation between the introduction and the concluding paragraph. There should be a relation between introduction and the concluding paragraph. Very important, the references should be written in the APA format. So I repeat again, very important, the instructions for case study 1, first write about introduction of the topic, about 2 paragraphs related to the topic which you have chosen. Then the body of the essay. In body of the essay, you have to discuss and describe the supporting and the opposing points related to the topic chosen. Then and explain his or her own opinion and that about the topic. In conclusion, there should be a concluding remarks or there should be suggestions related to the topic, and there should be relation between the conclusion and introduction of the topic. Very important are the references. Use APA format. I think so most of you know what is APA format. If you do not know, just put in Google APA format. You get the format in which the references are to be written. That is about APA format. Now the formatting guidelines. What should be the font type? The font type should be Arial or Calibri size, and the font size should be 12. This all is mentioned in the learner handbook. The font type should be Arial or Calibri. The font size should be 12. The line spacing in the text, in the list of tables or that all the contents, it should be 1.5. You can even add tables or graphs or charts in this. The maximum word count for case study 1 is 350 to 400 words. The learner needs to upload the case study 1 in the learning management system. The template is given, you can download the template, prepare the case study 1, and it is to be uploaded in the learning management system. The submission date for case study 1 is 1st January 2021. So everybody got it? The formatting size, the font size, which is 12, line spacing is 1.5, maximum word count is 350 to 400 words, and it should be uploaded in the learning management system. The last date of submission of case study 1 is 1st January 2021. So this is about the formatting guidelines. Now these are the suggested topics of case study 1. This is given in the learning management system. When you download the template, below the template, the suggested list of topics is given. So these are the topics. You can go through these topics. You can choose one of this topic, or you can prepare a case study on the topic. You can select the topic. Likewise, topic is can be selected and you can prepare. So few examples like how medical ethics confront religious beliefs, to be or not to be an organ donor, legal issues of practicing medicine overseas, training of hospital staff related to medico-legal issues like LASA drugs, etc. So all this malpractice and tort reform for medical professions. So these are some examples, few samples of case study 1 which is given. So likewise, you can select and you can prepare the case study 1. I think so you have got brief idea how to prepare the case study 1. If there are any queries, please write in the chat box. After I finish the presentation, I'll be solving your queries. Now we'll go further to case study 2. As a part of term and assessment, the learner is required to identify 2 cases. There should be 2 cases, not 1 case. In case study 2, it is of 35 marks and the learners need to submit 2 case studies. A dummy sample of case study report, and for ready reference, you can refer below links. So now we are giving these 2 links. If you want, you can note it down. These are the links. These are the 2 links where case studies have been solved. So you can just go through the case studies. Likewise, you can prepare the case study. Write the case analysis in your own words. Now, case study 1 was about the essay. Case study 2 is about analysis. Very important. Write in brief about the case and then you write the case analysis in his or her own words. You download the case study instructions given in the learning management system. When you go in the learning management system for case study 2, when you click on the case study 2, there is a sample, that is a template is given of case study 2, and you can prepare and upload the case study 2 in the learning management system. And the marks for case study 2 is 35, which includes both the case studies. I think so you have got to know this, and it is a term and assessment which is of 35 marks. Now instructions for the case. Background, very important in introduction of the case. In this also consists of introduction. In the introduction, you need to write the background of organization or industry or sector with which it is dealing about the case. Then very important, the key issues, that is discussion, the objectives, the reasons for filing a malpractices or negligence suit and legal claims put forth. Then describe in brief the case and underlying issues, which indicates investigations by law enforcement agencies to establish and fix the criminal responsibility. So this is there. What more is there? Brief analysis of the case. In brief analysis, analyze the case in brief in your own words. Outline the various aspects of the case study. Claims on which defense is put forth. So that is about brief analysis of the case. Then conclusion of the case. In conclusion, determine and discuss the specific strategies that you feel could have avoided the malpractices or negligence. And references, quote the references in APA style. Submission date for case study 2 is 15th March 2021. I repeat, for case study 2, introduction of the case, that is in brief, write about the case, organization or sector from where you are dealing with. The key issues, discuss the objectives or reasons for filing a malpractice or negligence suit and legal claims put forth. Then describe in brief the case and underlying issues, which indicates investigation by law enforcement agencies to establish and fix the criminal responsibility. Then brief analysis of the case, very important, analyze the case in brief, in your own words. Outline the various aspects of the case study, claims on which defense is put forth. Then conclusion of the case, determine and discuss specific strategies that you feel could have avoided to avoid the malpractice or negligence, and references which should be in APA style. The submission date for case study 2 is 15th March 2021. A very important formatting guidelines, as I repeat again, in case study 2, the font should be Arial or Calibri and the size should be 12. The line spacing should be 1.5. Body of the text or list of tables or charts, graphs you can add. Maximum word count is double of that because there are two case studies, 800 to 900 words. Each case study is of 800 to 900 words. The learner needs to upload final case study 2 in the learning management system. Now very important is plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism includes the content should not be a copy paste. Very important, the content should not be a copy paste. If any plagiarized content found in your case study, it will be rejected. Now, what is plagiarism? Is copying, copy paste done, using another person's language or idea same as it is, quoting directly, paraphrasing, using his ideas, cut paste. So all this is plagiarism. Plagiarism declaration with in both the case studies is important. The format is given in the template as well as in the learner handbook, how to do the no plagiarism declaration. And you can download and refer the case study instructions. If any plagiarized content is found in your case study, it will be rejected. So very important, see that there is no plagiarism. Otherwise, your case study will not be evaluated. Very important, learners have to score at least 50% marks in case study 1 and case study 2 separately. So in each case study, he should score more than 50% marks. Now for case study 2, I'll give one example how to go for case study 2. In case study 2, you will write case number 1 and case number 2. You have to write 2 cases in case study 2. For example, the sample I've shown here so that you get a brief idea how to do the case study 2. Bleeding after bypass. Introduction, you should write brief paragraph about the case, what the patient came, what was his history, he got admitted, investigated, and bypass was done. So that will be in short, you write about the introduction, which I have not written. So the student needs to write. Then key issues addressed are the patient underwent bypass surgery, was advised not to travel for 3 to 4 months post surgery. There was bleeding from the chest during train travel. So he was asked to not to travel, then he traveled. Had to take treatment in another hospital. During checkup was told that bypass was a failure. Medical legal strategy adopted, opinion by experts. The petition was filed by the patient for seeking compensation from the doctor. So these are the key issues. Brief analysis of the case. As the patient underwent bypass, he was advised by the treating doctor to avoid travel post-surgery. As the patient suffered bleeding from chest during his train travel and the treatment was sought from another hospital, the patient filed a compensation lawsuit on the second hospital treating doctor. So that was the case. Now what is the conclusion or the learnings of the case? As the patient has not followed the doctor's advice, he had suffered the loss due to his self-negligence. Very important, your self-negligence come. Compensation claimed was rejected and the judgment passed was no deficiency in service identified. So this was the compensation. and claimed, and the references you write whatever you have referred, you write the references in the APA format. So this is brief about one case. So likewise you can prepare 2 case studies and you can submit in the learning management system. See now this I've shown you an example in the learning management system. When you go username password, when you add, you go to this learning management system, you go to the tab submissions. That is one tab called submissions. When you go to this tab submissions, you click on this, you get your PGD MLS. When you click on that, here you get submission of first set of assignment, second set of assignment, case study 1 and case study 2. See now first when you're starting with the case study 1, you click on the case study 1. When you click, you can download the template and the format for case study 1. You can prepare and you can upload in the case study 1. Here you get the tab. When you click on case study 1, here you get the tab upload and you can upload in case study 1. Same likewise can be done for case study 2, which you require to do 2 submissions. 2 times you can upload the case study 2. This is about case study 1 and case study 2. I think so. I have given you the brief idea how to go for case study 1 and case study 2. For queries, you may contact on below mobile number. Our office number is 5 times 8 92258. Myself, Dr. Sanika Deshmukh, who is the program in charge for postgraduate diploma in medical legal system. We have with us supervisor Mr. Dilip Tilekar, who will be helping you in administrative queries. And we have with us advocate Dr. Milind Sanuke, who will be helping you related to the academic queries, who is available only on Saturdays. My email ID is medcare@ssodl.edu.in. If you have any queries, please forward on this email ID. Now, I request all the students to write their queries in the chat box and I will be solving their queries soon. Yes, there is a query from a student. Do we need to assist someone to get the case or an old case can be taken? You can take old case. There are cases which are given. I've shared with you the 2 links also. You can take cases from there. You can take any old case. You can take cases from the books which we have given, the contents which we have given. There are also case studies. Yes. Now one student has asked for please share samples for case study 2. The case study 2 sample will share. We have even uploaded in the LMS. In the LMS, when you click on the template of case study 2, one sample has been shared in the LMS. If you want, you can mail me on my email ID. I will again share you the sample. And now in the presentation, I shared with you the sample of case study 2. Then one of the student has asked, can we take cases from the modules? Yes, you can take cases from the modules. There is no harm if you do not find cases. You can take it from the modules also. From where do we select the topics for case study 2? For case study 2, I have not mentioned the topic, but I have given one case study. So likewise, you can take the cases for case study 2. I've given one case study. I showed you one case study about the bypass surgery which was done. So and this likewise cases are given in the modules also. So accordingly you can choose the topic for the case study, because see, this is description of the case. in which analysis is done of the case. That is the thing. Yes, Dr. Meenakshi Agarwal, thank you. You have told that this session was very informative. Thank you very much. Henceforth, even if you have any queries, I'll be helping you related to this. Dr. Zainab Rangwala has asked for selecting the case study 2 topics. As I mentioned, I've shown you one case study 2 sample. You can choose from the modules which are given, likewise topic, or I've given shared with you 2 links also. If you can mail me, I'll share these 2 links, as well as I'll share this sample also, and I'll even upload this sample in the learning management system, so that you can access the samples of this case study too. That is why I took this presentation, because most of the student had queries related to the case study 2, how to analyze, how to go for it. I think so after showing this presentation, you might have got knowledge about how to go for the case study 2. And even if you have this other than this any queries, you can mail me or you can call me on the number. I'll be guiding you for case study 2. Yes, modules you can prefer the case studies. For case study 2, you can take from our books or any. Yes, Dr. Meenakshi Agarwal had asked related to old medical legal cases. You can take for case study 2. Then one of the student, Ms. Tejaswini, she's asked that is it necessary for case study 1 that we take references only from articles? Not only, but you can take from articles, references from the articles. Yes. Yes, you can take a hypothetical situation as a case study, but very important, instead of taking a hypothetical situation, I think so. I've given you the links. Shared with you the case studies. So in our books also the case studies are mentioned, and yes, you can take the such situation and prepare the case study. Yes, one of the student has asked regarding the submission of assignments and the case study before the last date mentioned. Yes, we have mentioned the last date of submission, but the students can do submissions before the last date of submission. Even if the dates are mentioned, so that the student should submit before the date. But if it is ready, they can, yes, surely submit before the date, but please try and submit before the last date of submission, not after the last date of submission. Can you please share the PPT by mail? This PPT will be uploaded and in the LMS, and it will be this PPT, this link will be uploaded in the LMS, and you can see this PPT. There is no problem. Yes, one of the student has asked whether it is to be written in MS Word. Yes, the template has been shared, which is a Word document. You can prepare the case study in the Word document and upload it in the LMS. Yes, one of the student want to see the links. I shared the links. Yes, the reference books are uploaded in the LMS for PGD MLS. I request the students to go through the reference material which is uploaded in the LMS. Yes, Dr. Zainab, thank you. Yes, you said that this was required, this session was required. Yes, I'll share you the slide showing the contact number and the links. There is a query from Hema Data regarding there are 66 assignments shown in the student guide. What is it? No, there is no 66 assignments. The assignments to be submitted is given in the learner handbook. The question set are given, set 1 and set 2. there the student has to prepare the answer sheet and submit in the assignment. There are only two sets of assignments which are to be submitted. Yes, I'll share with you the last date of submission. Just a minute. Here the first set of assignment is to be submitted, and here the second set of assignment is to be submitted. Now I'll tell you the last date of submission for assignment. Just a minute. Assignment submission last dates is mentioned in the learner handbook. Please go through the learner handbook. For first set it is 1st December 2020, and for second set it is 1st February 2021. That is for last date of submission. Sorry. I repeat, please. That was for batch number 1. Yes, the last date of submission of first set is 1st December 2020, and the submission for second set is 1st February 2021. The case study 1 submission is 1st January 2021, and case study submission last date is 15th March 2021. It is mentioned in the learner handbook. And I'll share with you the links. Yes, these are the two links which are given. You can note it down: www.doctorinthecourt.com and indiaqanun.org. Yeah, these are the two links which shows the various case studies. You can go through the case studies. Yes, one of the student, I think so, Miss Hema Datar, she's asked about writing the answers to the question below the chapter. No, those are not the questions. The questions which are given in the learner handbook, very important, the questions which are given in the learner handbook, that only needs to be answered. The questions which are given below the chapters is just for study and self-assess the learner while going through the content. In the end of the chapter, we have given unit and question just to assess one's study. So that need not be answered. You need to answer the questions which are given in the learner handbook. In the learner handbook, we have given assignment set 1 and set 2. Assignment instructions are given, assignment question sets are given. You have to prepare the answers to those assignments and you have to submit. It's not from the books. The questions which are given in the learner handbook needs to be answered, not below which are given below the chapter. Yes, Dr. Suruchi, thank you. Yes, you can take references from the articles also for case study 1. Yes. About the context session, we'll be informing you once it is being finalized, and at least 2 to 3 months prior. Don't worry. Once the dates are finalized, the content is finalized, it will be uploaded on the website and will inform to you accordingly. Yes, regarding the question bank is not available for the preparation for the exam. We'll be guiding you regarding the examination, how it is conducted and how it is to be taken, what types of questions will be asked. Don't worry about the exam. Now you start with your studies and you do your submissions. will be helping you regarding the submission of assignments which are given in the learner handbook. The assignment first set and the second set, then case study 1 and case study 2 needs to be submitted. So you start with your submissions, and related to the contact session and related to the exam, we'll be briefing you soon once the things are finalized. As we get the notifications from the university, we'll be informing you. Yes, one of the student has asked regarding the difference between case study 1 and 2. I think so. I've in this presentation I've shown you, and I've mentioned regarding the case study 1, that is the essay writing, and case study 2 in which consists of 2 cases, that is 2 cases need to be analyzed. So very important differences. One is essay, case study 1, and case study 2 is analysis of the case. Related to final examination, what type of questions will be asked, whether it will be objective, subjective, everything will be informed to you later. Yes, you need to give in case study 2 the brief analysis of the case. You write about the case in short, and then you can write brief analysis of the case. Yes. So that will be in case study 2. Very important, the difference between case study 1 and case study 2. I repeat again. Main difference between the case study 1 and case study 2. The case study 1 is about essay of by choosing any medical legal topic and preparing an essay. For case study 2, there will be 2 case studies. In case study 2, short description about the case followed by analysis of the case, which is very important. And the sample I showed you now, how it is to be done. It will be uploaded in the LMS sample of case study 2, so that you get a brief idea how to go for case study 2. Any more queries? Please write in the chat box. I'll be replying your queries related to the case study. The template, yes, we have given the templates. You can download the template, and you can the template is given what should be covered. So you can use that template, and accordingly you can prepare a case study in a Word document and you can submit it. Or in the template itself you can write, yes, you can write in that template and you can prepare and you can submit the case study in the learning management system. Very important, the contents, the case studies are to be uploaded in the LMS. It should not be sent by email, or hard copy will not be accepted. The through mail, if you send the case study, it will not be accepted. It has to be uploaded in the learning management system, as I mentioned, and I've shown you how it is to be uploaded. Any queries related to the case study, you may call me, you can mail, I've given you my email ID, you can mail me or call me. I'll be solving your queries related to case study. Related to the contact session and examination, as we get the final dates, the final timings, and all the things related to examination, will be informing you repeatedly. Yes, now related to the query related to word count. Yes, word count which we have given is average word count. It might be more, it might be some times it might be a bit less also, but we expect it should be for case study 1 the word count should be 300 to 350, and for case study 2 it should be 800 to 850. So this is the average word count which we have given. Try to, it should not be exact, it can be a bit more also, but not too much. The content should be not too less and not too more. Average content should be written. Yes, I think so. Ms. Swati has asked that about the case study 2. In case study 2, there are two cases. The marks for case study 2 is 35. So 17.5 for each case study. And in case study 1, only one case study, only one essay has to be written, which is of 15 marks. In case study 2, 35 marks, two cases are to be analyzed. Two cases are to be analyzed. Yes, related to a contact number, I told you 5 times 8, 92252, which is also given in your learner handbook. You can call on this number. Any more queries? For assignments, there is no word count. For assignments, very important, the student needs to see what is the marks. Accordingly, prepare the answer. For example, it is of 5 marks. See that all the points are covered. Whatever is given in the test which we have submitted is much in short. We expect the students to find out more information or give some case scenarios or some examples, some sample case studies in the answers itself. Prepare the answer sheet, go through the references, internet, reading books, and prepare the answers and submit in the learning management system. So there's no word count for the assignments. Yes, the related to word count, if it is greater, if it is much more, it won't be uploaded. We expect the students, it should not be too high or too less. The word count should be not too much, not too less. That is why I told you it should be average. If it is not getting uploaded, please inform us. If the word count is too high, it won't be uploaded. There should be it should be average. Whatever I've mentioned, the word count related to case study 1, case study 2, please stick to that only. If you have any query related to the case study, it is not getting uploaded in the LMS, please call us or mail us. If there is any error or anything, we'll be helping you. Don't worry. Yes, you can write directly in the template, or you can prepare your own answer sheet related to case study. We expect the students to the template, you can mention in the template itself the case study and you can upload. Yes, that will be better because you will be covering all the topics, whatever is given. Yes, one of the student has told me, thank you, Dr. Sanika, very useful session. Yes, thank you very much. If you have any queries, you are most welcome. You can call me on the office number. I'm available from 9 to 4 p.m. We are available in the office hours. And you know my email ID. Other than that, if there is any queries, you can call us. We have with us our advocate, Dr. Milind Salunkhe, who is available only on Saturdays. If there is any academic queries, he will help you out. Even here, I am there to help you out for the queries. Any more queries? Please write in the chat box. Yes, one sample of case study 2 will be uploaded in the LMS. You can go through the sample and likewise you can choose the topic and prepare. Now the sample presentation which I had given was of bypass surgery. Likewise, you can choose any topic related to any surgery or anything and you can prepare and you can submit. Now case study 2, single case study should be about 800 words. Likewise, you can prepare 2 case studies. Yes, I've shown you one sample. Accordingly, you can prepare 2 case studies and submit. The word count which is given is just an average word count. It might happen that the content is such the word count might exceed, but it should not be too much. Yes. Any more queries? Yes, there are just more 2 to 3 minutes. Any more queries? Please write in the chat box. Other than that, even if there are queries, you can mail me on my email ID. I have told you my email ID, medcare@ssodl.edu.in. You can write on my email ID, and everybody, the learner handbook consists of my contact number, office contact number. You can call us from 9 to 4 is the office hours. You can call us on that number. One of the student has asked about, will borrowing cases not amount to plagiarism? Yes, you can take cases, but it should not be copy paste. Now, if you're writing the analysis, it should be in your own words so that it is not plagiarized. The copy paste content will not do. You have to check for plagiarism, and if it is, we find there is plagiarism, it will be rejected. Yes, cases might be same. The content might be same. It's very important. Suppose you read some case study, you can take the topic and prepare it in your own words so that it won't be a plagiarism. Yes, very important. Many students wants to share the slides. It will be uploaded in the LMS. This presentation will be uploaded, and you can go through this presentation. Yes, any more queries? Yes, I think so. I've given a detailed description about case study 1 and case study 2. If other than this, if there are any queries, please send me the email on my email ID. I'll be solving your queries. Yes, one of the student has said this session was very helpful. Yes, thank you very much. And I think so I've solved most of your queries. Due to time constraint, I'll be ending the session just in 1 minute. Yes, thank you everybody. Thank you for attending the session.